Hey, it's Bill, and you're tuned in to the Pennsylvania Rock Show, featuring the best unsigned rock and metal that Pennsylvania has to offer, right here on PARockShow.com, MegaRockRadio.net, and a 107.1 FM, St. Louis, Missouri, AltRockRadio.ca, Hamilton, Ontario, Canada, XRPRadio.co.uk in Scotland, somewhere in the Highlands. I don't know the city name yet. They moved, Doug. Nobody can see Doug laughing. They used to be in Birmingham, United Kingdom, but they've moved to Scotland. So I have to find that city name out eventually. See, now I'm thrown off. Rootaroораdio.com on the beaches of San Diego, California, and the thriving metropolis of Leechburg, Pennsylvania, right here on buildascene.com/radio. This is the Pennsylvania Rock Show, episode number 625. And with me tonight is Doug Carnahan. What's up, Doug?
Bill, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, buddy.
I made the mistake of looking down below and seeing you laugh while I was talking.
Somewhere in the Highlands.
That's all I know. And I took Tiz's face and I photoshopped it onto the Highlander.
There's a bunch of pissed off Scottish people right now listening to this. It's not right, Bill.
I have no idea where he's in Scotland. That's what I know.
At least you're honest. At least you're honest.
And he should have a moat around his house, but he won't fill it with water and put crocodiles in it like I keep telling him to.
That guy's missing out.
There's literally a trough around his house, and you have to walk across the bridge to get in his house. Fill it up and put some crocodiles in it.
I would. Yeah, why not? Or at least some goldfish, something.
He said something about it not being deep enough. I told him to get caimans.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Nice.
So, Doug, we have kind of a lot of stuff to talk about.
We do.
We have the brand new After the Fall track, Ride or Die, that's coming out today. And also today is Gigaroo. So you and I are actually taped currently and both in Islin at this point.
We're there right now.
Yeah. I think you are probably getting ready to go on stage.
Yeah, just about. I'd be changing my clothes right now.
Yep. And we have some Doug Carnahan original music to play as well. Before I forget, I actually did my homework. People are used to hearing me say that I didn't. I know what songs were played before Doug and I started talking in this episode. The very first song you heard was Pangea by Transcendence. And then you heard Dying Breed's song Poser. And now we're going to chat with Doug for a little bit.
I keep looking at the side of the screen to see if you're looking down a list or something.
No, I have it on my screen that I'm looking at that you're on.
I want to keep reading your eyes go like, and we're playing. Oh, yeah.
Nope, I have it open down on my taskbar.
Smart man.
So I recently walked a whole block to watch you play.
Yes, you did.
And used a crappy camera to take pictures of you, but that will not be happening. Right? Well, because there was light.
Oh. Good angles, I guess, huh?
Yeah. And apparently I was like band manager and I was
I'm still waiting on the carnival gig, Bill.
Did you contact
No,
him?
they haven't. No, I didn't get his information.
I sent it to you.
I didn't get it, man.
I send it again. It to you. I'll send it again.
Yeah, send it again. I didn't get it.
So now everybody's going, what are they talking about? Leechburg's looking for bands actually to play on the 23rd, but Doug was already booked on the 23rd. And they said to him, well, hit us up and we'll see if we can't book you for the carnival. So I'll send that to you again. Everyone's now, what are they?
Send it to me before Friday, though, so nobody listens to this and gets the idea to try to book themselves.
Yes.
Because I hate competition.
I'm sure. I mean, I'm sure it's multiple days. They're probably hiring more
Oh
than
yeah,
one.
when I was a kid, it used to be like a week long, man.
We don't generally go down there. Being someone who has worked at amusement parks, when I walk into carnivals, I'm like, oh, that's how they have that set up.
My kids think you're the coolest thing because I told them you worked at Kennywood. They're like, you know, a guy worked at Kennywood. I was like, yeah. They're like, that's crazy.
I also worked at Cedar Point.
I told mine, you might have went up like three or four notches in their minds. That one there.
I made food. At least at Kennywood, I ran
Didn't
rides.
you operate rides at Kennywood? I thought you operated rides.
Yep. At
Okay.
Kennywood, I ran rides for, what was that, 5 years? Hold on. 4 years.
4 years.
And then I worked in an office and in various locations throughout the park. But every year I ran rides, but that the last however many years, that wasn't my main job.
Right. I got you.
Sometimes when they got really short staffed, I would end up running Kittyland as a manager or running Kenny's Parkway.
I could have swore I remembered a guy who looked like you in Kittyland. When you said Kittyland, that's what because you're an unmistakable looking guy, Bill. Like there's no two Bill Damianos out there. So like I could have swore I remembered a guy who looked like you in Kittyland. That's the only place I would have remembered you from.
How old is your oldest?
She's 20.
Okay, so let's see. We'll do backwards math here. I stopped working there in 2012, so that she would have been 10. It's possible. I might have been in Kittyland while she was there.
Yeah, I was gonna say, man,
it wouldn't have been my everyday gig at that point, but I might have been in there.
Yeah, I could have swore I want to say like the Whip or something like that. That side of Kittyland.
When I was first working in Kittyland, it was broken in half. It was the front of Kittyland, those front 7 rides, and then the back 7 rides.
Right,
and
right.
I was my first year I worked in the back 7. And then
what would they consider the back 7?
So the back 7 was from the Little Phantom back towards the Log Jammer, which isn't there anymore. I'm sorry. Okay. The Mare from the Little Mare Ground back.
Okay, I know what you're talking about.
So
I forgot it went that way. I know what you're talking about now. Okay.
So you would the front is up like by the auto race.
Right.
The swings and the whip. But I knew how to run all the front rides. And then towards the end of my time in Kittyland, it just became one crew and everybody was trained how to run everything.
Which is smarter.
Which is how the assistant manager in the front of Kittyland got promoted to supervisor, and I got promoted to where I worked because the two of us figured out how to make it work.
Yeah, I say that's a smarter way to do it.
But anyway, see, tangent. So we have 2 songs that I'll ask you to tell me about. Let's start with Marla Singer. Which is not, if anyone's a fan of After the Fall and haven't heard Doug play solo, this one will probably catch you off guard a little bit. So why don't you tell us a little bit about it, and you can tell them why you laughed when I said that.
Well, it's definitely got a different kind of sound to it. When I was doing the acoustic CD, I was shooting for. I wasn't sure how many tracks I was going to do. You know, obviously I wasn't going to do like a full length for my first one. So I knew it was going to be an EP. It was between the 4 or 6 though. So when I narrowed it down to 4, what I was going to do is have like half of it kind of like, I want to say traditional rock songs, you know, but like just stripped down rock songs like on acoustic. And then the other half just kind of like inventive, you know, like as I'm going to say eclectic, but it's different, you know, just a different kind of flavor to it. So Marla Singer is one of the different kind of flavor ones. And it is kind of has like an electronic backbeat to it. Like it's got you know, like there's like a loop, almost like a bossa nova kind of loop going on in the background there. And I kind of modeled that after a Scott Weiland song that I remember from when I was a teenager. And then I just got this very little guitar, like it's stripped down like acoustic stuff. And then we added an electric guitar. There's a Wurlitzer in there. You can hear a Wurlitzer if you listen real carefully. So it's got a bunch of different stuff going on, but it's just about the the mystery that is the other sex, man. There's not much mystery when it comes to the lyrics.
So we'll hold off on the story behind Ride or Die for a little bit. I'm trying to remember the last time I talked to you. See, when you come on a lot, which I love having Doug on, in case anyone hasn't noticed, he's been on a lot.
We always have a good time, buddy.
The questions, I can't use questions that I usually use because I've asked them.
We're moving on to what you had for dinner last night.
Well, did I ask you the pizza question the last time you were on?
Actually, I think you did.
Okay.
You've asked me the pizza. That was actually one of the first questions you ever asked me. You're like, the pizza question. I'm like, the pizza question. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you have, Bill.
Okay. Well, let's do this. Why don't you tell me about some of your upcoming shows as a solo artist? And I know you're going to be a block from me again in a couple weeks.
Well, there's, I believe it's July. Hold on, let me look at my handy dandy calendar here. Hold on a second. So great, I can just go over here and there's a calendar on the side of the screen. Look at that. Okay, July 14th it is. I'll be playing down there a block from you on it's called the Mingle on Market. It's a farmer's market going on in Leechburg down there. Should put that calendar away. Hold on. Let me get that calendar back. Woo. Okay, here we go. For the 8th of July, I'm playing a place called the Hot Spot in Katanning. The 21st of July, I'm playing at come on, Douglas, think the Upper St. Clair at the Porch. July 16th, I'm playing at the Barefoot up in Gilpin. July 23rd, I'm playing at the Portage out in Leechburg or Gilpin, I guess. And
I keep seeing that come up on Facebook. I don't know where that is. Is that where the old
not Mad Hatter? I'm sorry, Country Tavern, I think it was called.
Okay.
Out in Gilpin there. Yeah, it's the port. And then July 30th, I'm playing at oh, come on here, Douglas. Think again. What's that called? Tube City Bar and Grill out in McKeesport. And then there's a Wednesday in there too. I think it's the 13th. I'm playing at JB's Roadside Bar and Grill for bike night.
Okay, cool.
So I think I got them all. I think that's all of them. Oh.
If you're not sure, you can go to Doug's website. You can just
you can go to DougCarnahanmusic.com. Find it there. Hey, oh, look at that. Isn't that convenient?
If you're watching the video, it's right below me now. If you're not watching the video,
perfect timing. Perfect time. If you're a comedian.
Carnahan is how you spell Carnahan.
I forgot. I guess people can't. Not everyone's watching it, huh?
Correct.
No, well, that's why you do this and I don't.
And if you've ever heard me sing, you'll understand why you sing and I don't.
maybe another day, another interview.
When we're in the car and the song comes on and I start singing, my daughters tell me to stop.
Are you serious? Well, I can tell you that my kids don't say, "Oh, Dad, please sing us songs." Like, so I think it might just be a kid thing, but I've never had them tell me to stop though. So it's cum say, cum sa, right?
Listen, there are songs in my database that I wrote the lyrics for that Clyde, my landlord, sang and wrote the music for, and you can hear me sing backup. You also notice that those songs don't get played. And it's not
a band. Like what's this for?
So, all right. So I wrote lyrics.
Okay.
And I kept trying to get bands to write music and play them.
Okay.
And no one ever took me up on it. So my landlord was teaching himself how to play guitar, and he knew how to play piano, and he was in show choir and all kinds of stuff. He has a great voice, but he doesn't have a rock and metal voice, which is what my lyrics were written for. So
okay.
So I have a song called Sinner with a pop singer singing it.
Where'd you record it at?
Here.
Oh, okay. I gotcha.
We did.
So it's just him who's playing drums and stuff.
Nope, it's just him on a guitar and singing.
Oh, all right.
I'll send you one.
I was gonna say, please do. Please, I'd love to hear this.
You can't play it anywhere.
I get my solemn word, right hand. It's my treasure trove.
I can't even remember. Sinner, Shadow Walker. There were two more. I can't remember their
Those are
titles
cool
right
names. You got cool song titles.
now. So Sinner has a line in it that says, looking for a saint, only finding a sinner. Shadow Walker is actually, it was a poem I wrote about my best friend who ended up passing away. And the original paper that I wrote it on is in his casket with him.
Oh, wow. That's cool, man.
So that one is about knowing someone. Do you know what a Shadow Walker is?
It's like something like a werewolf or a skin crawler or one of those kind of things, right? Am I right?
It's like a dream walker almost. Like,
okay.
So like you intimately know things about somebody, basically. It's Native American, and that's what that song's about. But I can't remember what the other one is called. It's just terrible. I
just make one up. Make up a cool sound like Fist of Pain or something like that. You know?
No, it wasn't. Indoor. It's called Indoor.
I think Fist of Pain sounds a little better. I'm just teasing. I'm just teasing.
So they were all written when I was in college.
Oh, okay. All right. I got you,
it's
man.
Been a while.
So this wasn't recently. Like, this isn't something.
No.
Oh, okay. All right. I got you.
See, now I'm going back into the database and looking. Hold on. Make sure I got those titles.
You got them on MP3? Like, you're going to send me an MP3 of this?
Yeah.
All right, man. All right. I'm waiting for this.
Yeah, it's Endure, Sinner, Soul Searcher.
That's a cool one. That sounds cool. All right.
Oh, and Yellow is the other one. Yellow is a funny one.
Yeah, that's not a song. There's like a popular song called Yellow, isn't there?
Probably, but it's definitely not written about what mine's written about.
Which piss in the bed or something?
No.
Oh, okay.
So you actually know the person who inspired the title, so I'll tell the story.
Okay.
So it's more about being depressed and scared, and it tastes like yellow is what the song is. But we were coming home from a cage show at Wick City.
Okay.
And Kate from Suffocate and Farewell Felicia.
Yeah.
Was in my back seat. And I had to pull over a few times so that she didn't puke on my leather seats.
Okay.
By the way, I don't drink, so I was DD.
Right.
And after she threw up a few times, she was looking for her Gatorade, except she was really drunk and couldn't come up with the word for Gatorade. And she kept saying, "Where's my yellow?" So yellow and the line tastes
that's
like
not
yellow.
At all where I thought you were going with that. I thought you were gonna say she's too drunk to find a gator, got a bottle of piss or something, man.
No. She just kept calling it yellow.
Okay, gotcha.
So it's, what are you gonna do when life tastes yellow?
All right.
But
yes. So being scared and afraid tastes like lemon lime Gatorade? Is that what you're trying to get at?
Sure. I don't like lemons, and lemons aren't really, they're bitter, so that does kind of fit.
Okay, all right, fair enough. Lemon lime is like my favorite Gatorade. When I was a kid, they made this stuff called lemon ice Gatorade. It was like clear or white or something like that. That was the best tasting Gatorade they ever made, and you can't find it anymore. There's no more lemon ice Gatorade. It's sad. It's a sad story.
Okay. I mean, yeah. Sorry, Terry. I was looking at Facebook and Terry had responded to me.
Oh, Bill. The look on your face was priceless, man. Oh, is that good? Oh, whew.
So let's see. What are we looking at here? Okay.
Those people are missing it all if they're listening to the radio. There's poor people in the Highlands.
Well, that's what, I started doing the video because I had extra time, which doesn't really exist. But because of the pandemic. And then when I started seeing people's comments and faces and things like that, it stayed. By the way,
yeah, for sure.
there, Dennis Miller says, "What's up?"
What's up, Dennis?
I don't know.
I didn't know we were actually like live now. I thought you were using this. Okay,
yeah, we're live. And he lives next door. So,
well, I'll wave to him on here. You can go knock on the wall. You can tell him hi from YouTube. Just beat on the wall.
There, he also says Orbits was the best drink ever.
Orbits.
Isn't that? Yeah, I don't think I ever drank it.
Isn't it? You think about balls? I think he means balls.
I think it's gum now. Isn't Orbits gum?
Maybe. I think Orbits is a travel company. He's got to mean balls. I think that's what he's talking about. Like that drink, BAWLS. Remember? You know what I'm talking about?
No.
Remember that, Bill?
I do not.
You don't know ball? Are you serious? Oh man, balls.
That's his dog.
Dog, I know.
Who will not? He'll bark until he sees it's me, and then he wants to be pet.
No,
that doesn't mean the rest of you won't get attacked.
It was called balls though. It was like I can't remember. It's like it begins with a G. Guarana. Right? How do they call this? How do they say that? I think it's in Red Bull now. It was like an energy drink before there was energy drinks.
Here. He says it was a fizzy drink with jelly balls in it.
Man, that don't ring no bells to me. All right, but I take your word for it. But yeah, that's right. Balls was the blue bottle. That's right. Balls. Okay. All right. But this Dennis, you're up. You're up on your drinks, man. Jeez. I love the 90s, man. I'm glad to know there's another brother out there who feels it, man.
So since Dennis has popped in here, Dennis runs Miller Time Gaming. You can watch him game on Facebook. It's Miller Time Gaming. Miller Time Gaming FB, I believe, is his Facebook page.
Let's catch Miller Time. I like that. That's good. That's clever.
He mostly. Now I'm gonna blank on the. I can't think of the name of the game he plays. It's a racing game. Oh well, he'll tell me as soon as he hears this. Here, I'm a sim racer, man.
Sim racer.
I cannot think of the name. There it is, Gran Turismo 7. So
okay, all right.
If you like to watch gaming, check him out on Facebook.
F1 22. I don't know what that means. What's F1 22?
Formula.
You must be a game. I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. F1 Formula 1. Duh. It's a pretty dumb thing to say. What's F1? It's a key on your computer.
It is. Let's see here. Let's talk about Ride or Die. Tell me a little bit about that track.
Okay.
Newly released today, which is actually not Friday, but released on Friday.
Close enough. Well, Ride or Die was when we were trying to write some new songs, so for some new tracks for ATF, and this was after Jay had joined the group, because we had replaced Zach after the pandemic, that whole thing. So we were looking for a new guitar player. Jay joined us, and we needed some new, excuse me, to write a few new tracks. So Ride or Die was one of the first couple new ones that we had recorded, and it's I never made this connection, I guess, when I was writing it, but I guess it kind of has a little bit of a Slave to the Grind feel to it, so which I love Slave to the Grind. It's a great song, but I wasn't thinking of Skid Row when I wrote it. Don't sue me, Sebastian Bach. Anyways, yeah, right. Listen, there's enough people with horror stories about that dude from Pittsburgh. If he finds out where I'm from, it's curtains. But anyways, so we wanted something like faster, upbeat, and the up tempo, something hard rocking, and like you said, it's got a little more of the
speed metal.
Speed metal, yeah, for musically, and then vocally, it's like more like that kind of like scratchy, growly kind of, vocal, like guttural kind of thing. So that's actually it was I was I'm always trying to find real life things to write about. So I like to gamble. That's one of my favorite pastimes. So I was in a kind of like a losing streak gambling, and I just thought like, man, I don't know how people do this for a living. Like, what how in the world do people gamble for a living? It's got to be like a terrible existence. Like, why the hell would you want to do this for? And then I just like kind of hit on that idea. I'm like, well, that'd be like, what if your life, like that was all like life? Like, I mean, what if that was, like you got dealt one bad hand and that was like someone came and like, killed you or something. That was the end of your life. Like, that'd be a terrible way to go, like terrible existence, So that's kind of like the theme of the song.
I'm going to tell you a story.
Hit me. It's about you going gambling?
Yes.
Oh, okay. This sounds be good. So let's hear it.
So Kelly and I went to Casino Niagara on our honeymoon.
Oh boy. Okay.
We went to Niagara Falls, but while we were there, we neither one of us had ever been gambling. We went in. We went in. We converted a $20 bill into Canadian,
right,
and then converted it into chips.
Okay.
And 10 minutes later, we had no money left. We looked at each other and went, well, that was stupid. And we left.
So you only lost $20?
Yep.
Oh, that's not bad. That's not
and
too
we left.
Well,
although getting in, it took us longer to get in than it did to actually lose the $20.
Lose the money? What'd you play? Slots?
Yeah. We were just playing slot machines.
Oh, yeah. No, you got to do blackjack or something.
What happened was Kelly's license had expired and she didn't get it renewed yet because we were getting married and her name was changing.
Right,
it was just a matter of like a week.
So they weren't letting her in.
They weren't going to let her in because her ID was expired.
Well, at least you lost $20, dude. That's believe me, I've lost way more than that.
That's the only time I ever went. No, I didn't, Dennis. There's a story there too. I didn't go to it. I called that bingo game.
I think I remember. Was that Leechburg? I remember that.
No, it was in Charleroi or Monessen.
Oh, okay. I say
it was a.
It was a benefit. I remember this.
It was a benefit.
Yeah, I knew it was a benefit. I couldn't remember. I thought it was somewhere around. Maybe I could be wrong. I do correct.
I think I recently told you that story. Like
maybe that's
over on Market Street.
On Market Street. Maybe that's what it was.
But
I'm just thinking Leechburg.
I tell you what. Let's take a minute and listen to Marla Singer by Doug Carnahan and Ride or Die. So what did we say we were going to call it? A
double dose of Doug.
That's it. A double dose of Doug. So we're going to hear Marla Singer by Doug Carnahan and Ride or Die by After the Fall. And we'll be right back. And for those of you that are watching live for the first time, you do not get to hear the music yet. You have to wait until Friday. It'll appear on the website, buildascene.com at 6 a.m. It'll start airing on the different radio stations that I mentioned at the beginning at 8 p.m. on Build a Scene's radio station. All the times change, so I don't have those memorized. But if you go to buildascene.com, hover over podcasts, click on Pennsylvania Rock Show episodes, the schedule is listed on that page. With that said, we're going to come back. I'm going to ask you, I don't know, maybe 2 more questions, and then I'll let you go.
Sounds good, buddy.
All right. Okay, that was After the Fall's brand new track, Ride or Die. Right before that was Doug Carnahan's song. What are you laughing at now? Oh, Dennis.
Oh, you're taking a break, man. You're like, oh, okay, we'll be right back. Okay, we're back. Like, that's the weirdest break I've ever taken. I'm sorry. This is funny, dude. You just make me laugh, though. You just make me laugh. You're a funny guy.
Hold on. Here we go. Dennis, we're going to ask Dennis's question.
Yeah. You know it, buddy. Right. Rough ride.
Let me bring us back in and try that again.
All right.
Hey, that was Ride or Die by After the Fall. Right before that, Doug Carnahan, Marla Singer. Doug is hanging out with us, and you heard him singing on both tracks. Dennis Miller, my next door neighbor from Miller Time Gaming, just asked the question. He wants to know if Ride or Die is some Rough Riders anthem stuff.
No, no. You will find none of the original Rough Riders appearing on that track.
What is
Sorry,
he even?
Dennis. Sorry to disappoint you, buddy.
So what Dennis is currently doing is what I do to his live streams. I pop in and talk about whatever I want. Anyway,
Nice. Well, that's good. You guys can have a neighborly relation like that. And, I mean, I went to school with Dennis, so it's not like I don't know Dennis.
here I have another story time for you.
Hit
So
me.
the very first time that we did the Pennsylvania Rock Show and a live band here in my living room where I'm sitting right now, which Doug, you've played in a few times, and I walked over. First of all, the next door neighbors to my left were After the Fall fans. Why can't I think of their names right now? Amanda and Ryan Wolslayer. That might have been before you though. And then Milo, Dennis's dad, I walked over and knocked on his door.
Yeah.
And I was like, hey, I'm gonna have a live band in my living room tonight. I'm like, if it gets too loud, let me know. And he goes, Bill, blow your effing windows out. I don't care.
Nice.
So
but Dennis's dad was a cool guy.
Yeah. In the 6 years that the rock show happened live in my living room, the cops were never called once. My neighbors were pretty cool about it.
That's pretty awesome, man. Yeah. I had band practice one at my house here in Natrona, and they got called pretty damn quick. Darn quick, sorry.
That's okay. And yes,
yeah, but my neighbors weren't so nice. They weren't. We were practicing in my garage, man. I mean, it wasn't even like actually, well, I don't want to mention names because I don't know if this guy golly knows he could probably get around or something like that. But the one-time township commissioner of Harrison Township, he didn't take too kindly to it. Now we're friends though. So, but I never let him live it down though. Like he lives a block away from me. I never let him live it down, man. Remember that time you get threatened to call the state police on me or something like that? He always gets kind of jacked about it.
He was a block away. How loud did you have everything turned up?
It's pretty loud. Yeah, I mean we were pretty loud. I was only a 3-piece too, dude. Like figure that one out. I mean we weren't even 4-piece then. It was just a 3-piece. It was pretty loud. I didn't even have a PA for my vocal. It was just guitar, drums, and bass. There wasn't even vocals. You couldn't even hear the vocals.
What I'm imagining now is him walking through the neighborhood trying to figure out where it's coming from. So
that's probably exactly what he did too, because our garage door was closed. So like all we hear is boom, 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 boom. And I'm thinking like, who's that? So I go and I open this garage door, and this guy's standing there, and he's got like a big old beard. He kind of looked like Santa Claus, like to be honest with you. And I'm like, yeah, can I help you? And he says, you want to turn this down a little bit? I said, sir, we're sorry, sir. We have a show. We're a rock band, he says, well, do you know who I am? I said, nope, I don't have a clue, man. I'm sorry. He's like, I'm the township commissioner. I'm like, okay. And what's that mean? Like, what do you do? And he said, well, I'm just saying, I used to be a state trooper. I said, okay, well, you're not an active one, so that doesn't really concern me too much then, I guess. And he said, I can have the cops down here real quick, buddy. Let's just say that. And I said, all right, man. I don't know. Dennis. But so he does look Dennis. Like Santa. I know, man. I know he does. So he says, yeah, I'm gonna. I said, all right, buddy, whatever, man. So we had to kill the practice, and I actually called the cops, and I was like, I said, can this guy do this? And like, is this legal? And they're like, well, if, they cited some decibel amount with the noise ordinance. All right, man. So we worked out a deal with my neighbor. We practiced in my basement at the time, but jerks, man. We're friends now. He's a nice guy. He's just a little, I don't know, old fashioned, I guess. Maybe he likes his ears. I don't know. I thought it was good music.
So After the Fall is playing at Gigaroo tonight.
Yes.
July 1st. Do you guys have any other stuff coming up?
We play July 15th. 16th. I'm sorry, 16th. I played July 15th at the Barefoot. I said July 16th before. it's July 15th. I play at the Barefoot. And July 16th, we play at JB's Roadside Bar and Grill out in Curtisville. That's out after the fall plays out there on the 16th. And then I believe we're not playing again until September. But I don't know the date. You'd have to go check out our Facebook page for that. But I know we're playing the New England Rock Fest in October. I know that I think it's the first week of October we're playing there. So that'll be cool. I think we play in December too, maybe.
Wait, first weekend in October? Oh yeah, I guess.
Yeah,
Rocktoberfest isn't the first weekend this year.
Yeah, we're gonna be it's the 7th, I believe it is. I think something like that. Put that handy dandy calendar there. Yeah, well, no, yeah, it would be it's that weekend of Rocktoberfest. It is. Yeah, we're not playing. Yeah, it is that weekend. But we play. I think it's the 7th. It's in Boston, Massachusetts. So yeah, and then there's no day in September too, and it's eluded me, man. So, but it'll be on Facebook though.
Have you been to Boston?
Never in my life, man.
I haven't either, but my parents called me from there and told me that they kept getting stuck in roundabouts.
I hate roundabouts, dude. It's the stupidest traffic invention they ever thought of, man. Roundabouts. Yeah, they have them in Ohio all over the place. But
there's one in New Stanton that I have to take to go to Sheets. It took me about 10 times before I figured out which exit I actually needed.
Yeah, they're fun, man. I can't remember. We were somewhere. I was with my family and my kids. I was showing them because they never seen it. They're like, "What is this?" Well, it's called a roundabout, and they're like, "Oh, okay." Like, what? How do you know? I think it's in Erie, actually. I think there's one in Erie, if I'm not mistaken, because they were they were trying to figure out, what the heck was going on. I said, "It's not as confusing as you think."
Did you do the dad thing and say, "Look, kids, Big Ben"?
Big Ben?
You haven't seen that movie? Oh, Doug.
No, what?
It's National Lampoon's European Vacation.
No, I never saw that one.
No, they're driving in a roundabout by Big Ben, the clock.
Oh, okay, all right, no,
and they get stuck in it, and every time they went past it, Chevy Chase went, "Look, kids, Big Ben."
My kids wouldn't have got it anyways, Bill. They way over their heads. I quote Disney movies, man, and they sometimes like, "Oh, what's that from?" I'm like, are you serious? Like, really? You're a shameful kid.
I quote movies when I'm teaching.
See, I would do that all the time if I was a teacher. I would quote movies like relentlessly, and I'd give extra points to the kids who got it right. Yeah, you're getting kids get them right.
Sometimes,
yeah.
Or my favorite thing, this year, my 6th graders were getting ready, and one of them started singing. Why am I blanking on the name of the song? And his name now, Rick Rolling. Rick.
Oh, never gonna give you up.
Yeah.
Let you down.
One of the 6th graders was singing that, and I went, "Excuse me." They're like, "What?" I said, "Why are you Rick Rolling my classroom?" And of course,
my kids love that.
Everyone thought that was the greatest thing ever.
They love that song. My kids actually listen to that song. Like when we're on like road trips and stuff, we have to listen to Rick Astley for some reason. I don't know why, but they actually really like the song though. They like that, and they like my son did what's it called? Give me a minute here. Eye of the Tiger for his band concert. So they're like all hooked on Survivor now, and like that's good rock music. And I'm like, yeah, it's good rock music.
Okay, so
it's not bad rock music. Go ahead.
I'm going to bring up the greatest Rick Rolling of all time, and then we're going to call it a night.
To hit me.
Okay, so the Foo Fighters were out on stage, and they brought Rick Astley out and played that song. So Rick rolled the concert.
That's good. That's good, man. That's good. They Rick rolled the concert. I'm gonna tell my kids that. Is that on? Can you look that up? Is that
it's
online?
On YouTube? Yeah,
I'm fine. As soon as we're done, I'm looking it up. My son's obsessed with Rick Rolling, so I'm gonna show him that.
Hey, Doug, I want to thank you for hanging out with me on episode 625. If you are listening to this right now live on Build a Scene, that's Friday at this point about 9 o'clock. You still have 3 hours that you could be out at Island. Get there. You can also be there all day tomorrow, which is 2 p.m. to midnight. It's $20. You can camp out. 17 bands if you go there at the beginning of Friday. This is that odd show where like I want to promote my show, but I also want to make sure people know that that's going on.
Sure.
And
Another
if you
little
come out,
self-promotion, Bill.
if you come out Friday night, you'll see Doug and I both.
You will. I'll be there.
So you can check it out. Now I'm going to do Porky Pig. rockforlifeconcert.com. You can check Doug out at dougcarnahanmusic.com. You can find After the Fall on Facebook. I believe it's facebook.com/afterthefallpa.
After the Fall Band PA, I think it is.
Okay. And Dennis says, Doug, he sent you a PM.
Oh, okay. I'll look it up. I'm not on Facebook right now. Facebook is being a little bunk for me before, so I'll check it, Dennis. As soon as I get down here.
All right. So what's going to happen now is you're going to hear some more of the best unsigned rock and metal that Pennsylvania has to offer. Those bands are going to be, let's see here. You're going to hear Neostem's song Grunt. You're going to hear Abandon All Hope by Scarlet Sky. We're going to end things with I Die Alone by Parabellum. This has been episode number 625. Make sure you check us out each and every week. You can also check out 3 Questions in a Song on the 1st and 15th of each month, and Friendly Fire, which is usually the 3rd Saturday of the month, but we didn't do one in June. Anyway, my name is Bill. This has been the PA Rock Show.